Hi guys, NetworthTech here. Today I'm going to do a video on how to install Windows 98. So, what we need to do first is we need to go new, type in Windows 98. Okay, I'm just going to do one here because I've already created a machine called Windows 98. Now I'm just going to go with default settings once again, 64 megs of RAM, create another virtual hard disk, sure. Dynamically allocated, and yeah, okay, 2 GB hard drive. Alright, create. So it's quite simple to do this in VirtualBox. Some people steer away from VirtualBox due to it being like just difficult to install and use VMware, but we're going to use VirtualBox because I find it quite simple. So what we need to do is we need to disable virtualization once again, and then go none, and then we need to go to storage, then click, put our ISO in, there we go, then okay. So now let's start. Okay, we want to boot from CD-ROM, start Windows 98 setup from CD-ROM, load up the setup. Now we will capture the screen. Continue. Configure unallocated disk space. Enter. Now we can use large disk support. I'm going to. Setup will restart your computer. Continue. Then boot from CD-ROM. Start Windows 98 setup from CD-ROM. Okay, now I'll format the C drive. I'll fast forward the video. Alright, so now setup is preparing to install Windows. To continue, push enter. Now I'll do scan disk. Okay, so now we're in the setup. So now we can click continue. It'll load up the files and everything. Okay, so now we're just going to go installing the C Windows. Now we'll prepare the directory. Let's just do typical. Yeah, install most common components. Of course you can change all of this, but I'm just going to keep it the same. Okay, now let's do the Networth PC. Now we're in Australia, so we're going to go to Australia. Then to start copying Windows 98 files, click Next. Now, it'll say estimated time 32 minutes, but it will take a lot less, because we're on a virtual machine. This is where it will take a while, so I'll fast forward the video once again. %. Okay, let's click Restart now. Boot from hard disk. It's going to ask for the product key, so I will enter it now. So now we need to type in the username, so NetworthTech. I accept the agreement. Now I need to go ahead and enter the product key, which I'll skip. Okay, so now we're at the setup wizard, and we'll just need to click finish. Okay, so now we're setting up the hardware. Windows is now detecting plug and play hardware, so it'll take a little bit of time to do this. Okay, yeah. So now we're just going to go to restart now. Now capture the mouse again. Now we're going to boot from hard disk. Once again, setting up plug and play hardware. Okay, so now we have to select our time zone. I'm in Perth, so we're going to go down to GMT, I think. Yeah, GMT plus 8. That's Perth, and then OK. Now I'll set up the control panel. Then the start menu. It'll just take a minute for the start menu. Then it'll configure everything else. Then update the system settings. That'll take a minute to do. Okay, so now we've got the option to restart now. So let's do that. Then boot from hard disk. It'll start Windows 98. Give it a second. Okay, so it's saying that we've ran into an issue. We're just going to go ignore. And then we will probably restart afterwards if nothing happens. Okay, so we've restarted now. So once again, we're going to boot from hard disk. Now normal boot. Okay, and now we're at the login screen. So since we don't have a password, we're just going to click enter. Now it's found an unknown device. So it's installing the software and drivers and all that sort of stuff. Then it's updating system settings once again. We're going to capture the mouse, because we don't have auto capture on Windows 98 here. That's one of the drawbacks. And there we go. Welcome to the desktop. Hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!